How do you want your kids to remember about you? Other words. Imagine you the last day, it's your last day of your life. How do you want the world around you remind you about you? Good morning, this is Bricia Mayombo, your lifestyle master coach. I have a purpose and for goal to help you recreate the harmony missing within yourself. I am called the Mind Shift Queen. So today I want to talk about really a consciousness. I want to be focused this whole week about being conscious. You know that we usually take life for granted, and life is the most important tools and asset and gift that one has. When I always talk about life and I see my life, I'm like, oh my God, I am gifted, I am blessed, I am beautiful, I was born for a purpose. Why do I always say that? Because a lot of people don't take care of themselves. A lot of people aren't conscious of the words that are said, that are planted every single day by the action, by the word, by the mood, by the energy. Well, when the word is saying, what do you bring on the table? What money do you bring on the table? I say, what energy do you bring on the table? At the end of the day, if that was the last day on earth, how would the world around you remember about you? I want you to really take time to really reflect on that question and take time to really answer it seriously. I want you to sit down sometime this week. If it's not today, I want you to take a pen or pencil. Go to your quiet moment. If you don't have a quiet room in your house, go somewhere where no one else is present but you and the Lord. I want you to ask this question. I want you to visualize your last day on earth. I want to visualize you on that coffin, on that last moment when you cannot move, when you cannot breathe, where you know the money that you have in the bank account won't go with you. We know that, right? Because you don't go around there. When you go down there, once they bury you, that's it. You go back dust the same way you came. So I want you to visualize yourself on your last day on earth. How do you want your children, your wife, your spouse, the world around you remember about you? This is what I think myself. I want my family. The reason why I'm waking up every single day is that for my family, for my children, for my spouse. I want to think about it. I'm like, how do I want them to think about their mom, their wife, etc.? I want them to think like, you know what? My mom changed life. My wife changed life. She transformed, life one mind at a time. Because I know the consciousness is not something that happened overnight. The mindfulness that I'm always talk about it, the mind shift that I always talk about it, it's not easy. It doesn't happen overnight. So I know, and I'm really conscious, and the Lord has already told me that the seed that I'm planting right now, they're not going to produce the forest this life maybe, but I want the generation after me to remember. When people watch this video later, days, years after me, they will remember there was a mind shift queen who changed people's lives, who talk about be aware of the way you're thinking. What I'm saying, I'm not the first one to say that. I won't surely not be the last. But again, I'm asking you today to really be conscious of the seed that you're planting right now. Because the seed that you're planting right now are going to grow, are going to become, forest. Matter of fact, the Bible was talking about the best day, is the day, it's the best place to be is where people mourn, And now the first time I read that chapter, I was like, whoa, what are you talking about, Jesus? What are you talking about, God? What is this? How can it's not the day that we're celebrating the birth. You say, no, that's not the best time. The best time is where someone is the last day of someone when they mourn. Go in the houses or morning and sit down. I'm going to ask you to go sit down and observe. How do the people talk about that person who's about to go down? What are the last impression about that person? Listen to the testimony. Matter of fact, this week, and I had the honor. I had the awakening of consciousness of a dear friend of mine who just lost her father, a dear father who was suffering for like almost 2 years. I am telling you, my father died. My first Christmas here, I was mourning my father. And I cannot wish for anyone to have that experience at that young age. I wasn't prepared for that. He was young. He wasn't not even sick, one that I know of. But I was just received a call that he was gone. But my friend had a testimony about her father, saying that my father was one of the best men on earth. My father has lived a good life. So instead of you guys crying with me, I cry because it's normal, but I want you to celebrate. I want us today to celebrate the life of my father because he has lived a good life. He has left behind the amount of children that are alive, they're all grown, a lot of the amount of grandkids that he has. It's a blessing. As the Bible said that it's the grandchildren are the blessing of grandparents. How many people die young? They cannot even they can't even do anything. But I'm telling you this. I want you to be conscious. I want you to be really sitting and really take that time to write down. How do you want the world to remember about you? If today were the last day. How do you want your family to have? I always say that that's simple. Children, for example, they will remember most the time that you spend with them than the present. So that's why I always say that your present is the most precious present. Not the present, but your present. How present are you in your life, in the life of the people around you? How many times, what is the importance of time that you spend with your family members that you really allocate? How many time that you take away to really spend quality time with your family? Because you know what happened? If that moment something happened to you, that kid will never remember about that Nintendo that you bought or that last game or whatever. Everything, there's always something new. But guess what? The child will remember, remember mommy used to read me, or daddy used to read me every night. Or that's the story we used to laugh. Oh, I remember last time in the kitchen I baked with my mom. Or last time, I was with them. I told her I was a toddler, so we always sit in the kitchen. Most of the time, she always follow me. She gets to grab her little chair, and then she stand up. She sees what I pour the thing. She helped me. The other time I came back from the grocery, she helped me carry those bags. Guess what? At the same time, I record those memories on the phone because they are precious. My little toddler now being conscious. Oh, I can be help. I can help. And she said, "Mommy, help, help, help." And she knows that when I open the trunk, it's help, help. Everybody just, when our mommy comes back, everybody comes out of the house and come help me. But the little baby, it's not even like an adult yet, but is conscious already that mommy needs help. I need to go and see mommy. But those are memory that we're building. Those are momentum that we're building. So what do you want your kids to remember at the end of your life? What do you want your spouse to remember at the end of your life? What do you want the world around you? This is that's my wish, that at the end of my day, that my family be proud of me, that my spouse be proud of me, that my children remember, but mommy was the mind shift queen. Mommy transforms people's life one mind at a time. Because of mommy, the family are now in harmony, because my purpose is to bring back the harmony. They say, yes, you were in that trauma years ago, but hey, the Lord has suffered enough for you, has died, has paid the price for you. So therefore you are free. Go free, do not sin. And go enjoy. It's okay to have a nice life because you were predestined for that. You were born for a purpose. There's a reason why you're going to that trauma right now, so that you can step on that, that you're struggling right now, and that will elevate you. What is your purpose right now? You need to be conscious of that. You need to be really aware of the words that are coming out of your mouth. And I will say that time and again, because those words are seed. How do you come? A lot of people are saying, what are you bringing to the table? What money? I say, I'm not talking about money that you bring in the table. I'm asking, what energy do you bring? When people see you, if you were to live someplace, how would people think about you? What would the impression? So when they ask, the Bible asks us to go on that hours where they mourn, so you can listen, open your ears, your eyes, and see how people talk about that dead body that cannot move. How people remember about him or her. How do you want to be remembered? How do you want your children to remember about you? What are the memories that you're building with them? What are the momentum that you're building with them? That's the assignment for this week. I want you to be conscious that your life shouldn't be wasted. You have 24 hours every single day. Renew of your mind every single day. Don't take it for granted. You have to be mindful. You have to be conscious. You have to be aware that you're here for a reason. That every single action that you're putting on this universe will produce consequences. I'm going to leave it that. If you know that, okay, you're struggling mentally, because I'm the mind shift queen. And I really purpose on helping you really heal from that past that is hurting you right now. You're a bitter woman maybe right now. You're cursing around because you have inside your dirt. Book a free clarity 20 minutes with me. Answer that question on down there. Tell me exactly. How do you want your life to be? How do you want your family to remember about you if today were your last day? And you know what? I'm opening on the 15th of November. Okay? 3 weeks ignite your feminine power for female. If you're female and you're really struggling right now and really want to awaken your consciousness, come and sign up for that program. That will bless you. I'm telling you, after 3 weeks, your mind will be a new mind. You will have a new mind. And of course, it doesn't happen overnight. You have to put the work. You have to invest your money first. You have to invest your time first. And you have to be willing and be coachable. So I can guide you step by step how to really retrieve the harmony that is probably inside of you and be really the person you were born to be. That was your mindset and lifestyle coach, Bricia Mayombo. Until we meet again, remember, you were born and created for a unique purpose. So never waste your time comparing your life with someone else, because that's not your life. You have your own experience. You are here for a reason. So embrace your uniqueness. Until we see you again, bye-bye now.